Aspen March of the Attention Factor, and I'm speaking to you today from a gorgeous day in New York City. As a matter of fact, it beckons to me so much that after I finish this video, I'm going out and play in it. You know, I've been doing my Attention Factor work for almost 20 years now, and it started with my focusing on ADHD and ADD, but that is a tiny bit of the problem, because I've discovered that there is a very much wider, more pervasive attention disorder, and I'm now calling it the Social Attention Deficit Disorder, SAD for short, and it really is sad. It involves all of us. In other words, we're walking around through life and really not getting the kind of attention we want, and we're not giving the kind of attention that other people want, because we've never focused on the dimension of attention. I was speaking to somebody the other day, and they said in their workplace they feel diminished, they don't feel safe, because their boss is a bully, and they can't really communicate with him, and he can't communicate with them. So there's a disconnect right there that means that his employees are going to act out for any kind of a good attention or any kind of attention that they can get. They gossip, they steal, they come in late for meetings, they don't adhere to deadlines, and the general environment in this kind of work situation is anything but productive and creative. This is rampant. I hear it from everybody. And I noticed that people on the telephone are getting shorter. They're not listening. They're not even answering the questions that you're asking them. So it's really pervasive. It's all over the place. But there is good news on the other side. There are places now that aren't using the word attention, but that's what they're learning to give: thoughtful attention. The first one, UCLA, a major hospital with a major new program that they call Medical Home for teenage kids and a little young adults who are really in trouble medically and need various doctors on their case, whether it's ophthalmology or nephrology or blood work or muscle work or internist or surgery or whatever. They've developed a system now where everybody who's related to a case comes to talk about that case and comes to talk about it with parents and collaborates so that there's an even ground where everybody knows what everybody else is doing. And through this medical home system, they have cut down emergency visits more than half. Now that's a lot of money. And this was their primary goal, of course, to cut down money and to but what has happened is they're giving much better medicine because of the collaboration and the caring that is being given to their patients. That's good news for me, because I can now measure good attention giving in dollars and cents. Even though they don't use the word, I know what they're giving. You know, my favorite story is I was having lunch next door to a table of 3 women and 1 little boy. There was the grandmother, the aunt, and the mother. And they were so busy in their conversation that their grandson felt left out and that he didn't matter and that nobody was paying any attention to him anyway. So he started crawling around the table and trying to get in some trouble. And he walked by the corner of my table. He had a little tiny airplane pin on his shoulder. And I said to him, "I really like the airplane on your shoulder." And he looked at me. And then the women at the table decided, well, maybe they ought to pay attention to him or leave because a stranger was talking to their relative. Anyway, when he passed by the table, he said to me, "Goodbye." That was telling me that he thrived momentarily on the kind of visibility that I gave him. He didn't feel that he was invisible. He felt that somebody really cared about him enough to comment on his shoulder. I also want to say that I'm about to launch a new program. It's not in the final stages yet, but it's getting there. And next time I send you a video, I will announce to you what it is, and I'm really excited because it's going to give the attention factor more form and more visibility. So happy July 4th, everybody, and happy attention giving and attention getting. And may you think about that as you walk through life and know that we all need it. We're like receptacles for positive attention, and it makes a difference. Bye for now.